What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video, welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. It's an 8 AM upload and today is the 7th of June and in fact a Tuesday guys. So before we get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content. And in the comments below, that'll be your thoughts on today's rumours I should do in the next episode. And remember, if you missed my previous video, that'll be down below in that description box, or alternatively, check out my channel and both yesterday's videos will be there, again including transfers every day at 8 AM. So let's start with the confirmed ones today. There's only going to be two to get through. The very first one though is going to be Sebastian Rode of Bayern Munich, or formerly now of Bayern Munich, making the switch to their rivals Borussia Dortmund. It's just a little bit strange seeing a player go from Bayern Munich this time to Borussia Dortmund, like I mentioned, as is always the other way around. So Sebastian Rode, when he first joined Bayern Munich a couple of seasons ago, I think he had a brief stint as a starter and obviously now a bit of a fringe player, made the switch to Borussia Dortmund for it's an undisclosed fee, but apparently the rumours are it's 10 to 15 million euros. It's a 4-year contract for him, and I imagine, I'm not saying it's Ilkay Gundogan's replacement just like Barca probably isn't Matt Hummel's replacement, but it's the start of them kind of rebuilding their team and hopefully build a new core in that middle. Now we go on to Patrice Evra this time. He was very close to becoming a free agent, but has not signed a new contract until 2017 with the option of an additional year. And they're literally the only two confirmed ones today. So remember, this goes up at 8 AM, so there may be a few throughout the day if you click on this video, which is obviously Tuesday, and you may be thinking, Ross, why are they not in the video? But the likes of Ibra, his decision is today, but that will be in tomorrow's episode. And Jamie Vardy, apparently that one's gone a little bit quiet right now. So now we move on to potential deals. And the very first one, according to Sport, is regarding a Ukrainian player. I think he's a youngster, but either way, he's not on FIFA Ultimate Team, but he is on head-to-head. And that'll be shown as a FIFA Ultimate Team card then. So, basically says that Man City have agreed a deal to sign UFA youngster Alexander Zinchenko, I think that's how you say his name, with a teenager to complete his move after representing Ukraine at Euro 2016. That's according to Sport, and I'm not sure if he's that good in real life, but his FIFA card, given the fact he's a teenager, doesn't look too bad. If you have seen what this guy's like in real life, let me know in the comments below, and it's definitely a player I'll be keeping an eye out for this Euro 2016, as I'm intending to watch every single game. And now we go on to Alvaro Morata this time, apparently actually opening talks with Chelsea. And this is according to Daily Telegraph. Chelsea have opened talks with Juve striker Alvaro Morata, with a forward set to rejoin Real Madrid before being sold on this summer for profit. So this has been going around for a while now. I imagine this one probably could last all summer. And because he's linked with so many big clubs, if they're genuinely interested and have contacted Juve, basically Juve will have to sell him on to Real Madrid first, and they won't get as much profit if they were just to sell him on, like, say, if Juve sold him straight to Chelsea, they could probably get like 50 mil, but instead they probably have to get like 20 odd to Real Madrid, then Real Madrid will sell him on for that 50. It's a little bit of a triangle because it starts off at Juve, goes to Real Madrid, and then goes to a club that he's actually being sold to. Now we go on to Memphis Depay. This isn't just about him, but it's actually about apparently 13 stars that could be sold by Mourinho. And this is according to El Confidencial. So basically says that Memphis Depay, Juan Mata and Ander Herrera lead the candidates to be sold by Mourinho, while Bastian Schweinsteiger, Fellaini, Valencia, Luke Shaw, Matteo Darmian could also be sold after Jose Mourinho revealed his summer squad and transfer plan. So that surprised me a little bit. The main ones in that list, probably the likes of Luke Shaw and probably again Memphis Depay. The reason I don't believe the Shaw thing is because I think Chelsea, they really wanted to sign him when he was at Southampton when United did, and obviously Mourinho was in charge back then. So I'm assuming Luke Shaw will be definitely safe at United, but the rest of them, obviously Depay, Herrera, they're very good players. It just depends what Mourinho thinks. And now we move on to Hector Bellerin this time, and the Arsenal fullback, he's been linked to Barcelona and also Manchester City over the last couple of days. And a new link, according to Tudo Mercado Web, have said that Man City are definitely, they're very much keen though on Bellerin. It's not just a rumour, they do really want him this summer. So it basically says the Man City manager Pep Guardiola has shown an interest in Arsenal fullback Hector Bellerin after his excellent season last year, and it makes sense for Pep to actually want him, but it wouldn't make sense for Arsenal to sell him to Man City. If they had the choice of having to sell him this summer, which is obviously one they don't really want, but if they did get put in that situation, they would obviously try and sell him off to Barcelona, because they wouldn't want to strengthen Man City as they're kind of Premier League rivals. But they definitely are. They're both going for the title next season. Now we go on to Yevgen Konoplyanka this time, another Ukrainian this time, also featuring in the potential deals, and apparently Leicester have inquired about him. The man that nearly joined Liverpool a few years ago from Dnipro until the very last second of the January transfer window, obviously now plays for Sevilla, the Europa League winners. And according to Estadio Deportivo, Leicester City have inquired about the availability of Sevilla winger Yevgen Konoplyanka as they prepare for life in the Champions League. Konoplyanka hasn't been starting that much at Sevilla, and that could be a little bit of an issue for him. He may want first team football. If he went to Leicester City, I'm assuming he'd be straight into that team, and given the fact they have Champions League to offer as well, it's probably quite appealing. He'll probably be offered a much healthier wage, but there's one thing that may be in the back of his head if it is actually true, and that would be that he may not be sure how well Leicester City will do next season, whether they could be like a one-season wonder or whether they generally are going to be Champions League stayers. And now, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, they're saying that Juve are willing to let the midfielder Asamoah join Chelsea, with Antonio Conte reportedly keen to bring the former Udinese man to Stamford Bridge this summer. He has been linked to Chelsea for a little bit of time now, but it went a little bit quiet for about 2 weeks or so until today. And also on top of that, no fee has been mentioned, but I imagine this one could happen, as I'm not 100% sure how much he plays at Juventus. And now we got on to Antonio Sanabria this time, a striker I think is Paraguayan. So the article from Sport reads that Barcelona are looking to bring back Tony Sanabria to the Camp Nou after an impressive season while on loan at Sporting Gijon last year. And I think he's owned by Roma a lot at the moment, so obviously they have to pay them. But I'm not sure when this guy played for Barcelona, but given the fact he's born in 1996, it can't be that long ago. And now we move on to the Algerian striker Isam Slimani from Sporting in Portugal. And today, according to Ebola, Leicester City are back in for him. So they've been linked for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and this could well be the potential lineup or replacement, the lineup for Jamie Vardy. So Ebola are saying that Sporting will reject a Leicester City move of around 20 million euros for the striker, and they're actually holding out for around 30 million euros. So they're 2/3 of the way there in regards to how much they're wanting, and they have also got interest from the likes of Spurs. We will have to wait and see though how this one unfolds throughout the summer. And now we got on to Antoine Griezmann this time, and apparently he is staying at Atletico Madrid after despite all the rumours and stuff, and that is basically down to Diego Simeone. So there's been a lot of speculation currently regarding Griezmann and Simeone's futures, but apparently Griezmann yesterday, according to beIN Sports, said to them that he's almost 100% sure Simeone will stay at Atletico Madrid as their manager. He then went on to say that I love working with him, and if I continue at Atletico Madrid, it is because I want to keep working with him and the team. So he's very much committed to the cause at Atletico Madrid next season, and hopefully they can push again for the La Liga title and potentially the Champions League final again. And they could be third time lucky. Now we got on to another Spanish-based one, and that's going to be Javier Mascherano, and apparently he will not force an exit, despite the rumours he will be leaving. Barcelona apparently told Mascherano they want to keep him, and that does mean that he'll probably stay in there next season. But basically, the CDM or centre back has been linked to Juventus, and potentially joining back up with the current free agent as he is right now, Dani Alves. He has told an Argentine newspaper called Olé that Barca have let me know that they have no intention of me leaving, and they're very happy with me to stay. So it looks like he will definitely be staying at least for another year at Barca. He finally wanted to say that there is always possibility of leaving, but also of staying. I have a contract with Barcelona, and they've treated me very well, so I have no complaints. So that's the story about Javier Mascherano's future. Now we've gone to Nicholas Bentner, the Lord, and there's actually a picture I'll put on the screen right now of him signing potentially an autograph or a contract. And that has caused a little bit of controversy because people are saying, is he signing for a new club or is he just signing with a fan? But apparently that's actually his agent next to him. Apparently, I'm not 100% sure on that one, but he's a free agent right now after being released from Wolfsburg a few months ago, and he's been linked with a move to MLS, and that potentially could happen. I imagine in the MLS he'd do pretty damn well because obviously the standard is nothing compared to European football, and the defending they could struggle against Big Nicholas and Lord Bentner. Now we've gone to Mark Noble, but it's not Mark Noble in particular, it's actually about West Ham. So West Ham's co-chairman David Sullivan has been speaking to the club website about potential transfers and reported interest in Jamie Vardy, and here's what he had to say. The numbers being talked about in potential move to Arsenal show that the market is currently going a little bit potty. It's safe to say that signing him would have actually smashed our current wage structure, and we're determined to buy players at good value in this mad market. With 5 bids in for players at the moment, we're hopeful we can bring some excellent quality and exciting news soon. And there were also rumours that West Ham were in for the Arsenal duo in Theo Walker and also Oxlade-Chamberlain. However, Jack Sullivan, who is his son obviously, has actually tweeted that just spoke to Dad, we are not interested in Walker or Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's a bit of ITK from the West Ham board. And now we go on to Dominic of E4, I think his name is, a massive right back. This guy is sick on our team, by the way. Apparently he's hot property right now. The likes of Southampton, Arsenal, West Ham and also Crystal Palace are very much interested in the Wolves fullback Iafora, according to reports in Nigeria. He was ever present in that Wolves team last season, and apparently the reported asking price is around £7 million. So if that does go through, by the way, that'd be such a sick silver right back to have in the BPL. He is still eligible to play for Nigeria at full international level, and apparently according to a family source, he is quoted saying it is true that Iafora is wanted by Southampton, Arsenal, West Ham and Palace. Apparently he'd be most comfortable with a move to West Ham because he'd most likely get the most game time compared to all the other clubs linked. And now we go on though to Jamie Vardy, and this one again is featured every single day, but that's because it's quite probably the talking point right now, the transfer window. Well, other than Ibrahimovic, that is. So basically there's been no further decisions today regarding his future. There were rumours that he'd apparently be announcing it or announcing that he's staying, but nothing has happened today at all in this matter. Arsenal are keen to wrap up a deal for the striker after meeting his release clause at Leicester City, but Sky sources understand nothing will be confirmed in the immediate future. And obviously yesterday he was boarding the plane with the England team to go to Euro 2016 in France, and according to Daily Mirror though, Arsenal actually fear of losing out on him. So apparently Arsenal fear that he'll turn them down and stay at Leicester City. The striker had promised the Gunners an answer on Monday Thursday, which is yesterday. They did not receive one, and the Foxes will offer a new and improved deal to match that contract that Arsenal have offered. And now we've got a double one regarding Chelsea and also mainly AS Roma. So apparently, Roma say they will not sell the midfielder Rajan Nainggolan, who is 28 years old, or Antonio Rudiger, a guy who they bought for around £6 million. And there were rumours to sell him straight on for profit. So both Nainggolan and Rudiger are currently linked to Chelsea, but according to London Evening Standard, that is not going to happen, and that is their story today. And now we got on to Lozano, a player that looks really good on FIFA, by the way, a really nice silver inform card. So I think it's owned by Pachuca or something in Mexico, today linked to Manchester United. So according to Record MX via ESPN, Manchester United have made an approach for the Pachuca winger Hirving Lozano, according to the 20-year-old club. So I'm not sure how good this guy is in real life, but given the fact he's 20 years old and he's quite a hard prospect, that could be one for the future. And now we've gone to Hector Herrera, another Mexican this time. According to Fox Sport and Daily Express, Liverpool have agreed terms with the Porto midfielder. Apparently this guy's like 30% owned by Pachuca, who are the club of Lozano, who I just mentioned before. But basically, there's also a rumour regarding, I think it's BN Sports that's saying it, and it basically says that Hector Herrera will be going to Napoli instead of Liverpool. But for Napoli to get the funds to buy Herrera, they've got to sell Higuain, and Higuain, he is linked to Liverpool, and apparently that's where he could be going. But I do not believe that for a second. So now we go on to the final one today, and that's going to Callum Chambers, the Arsenal youngster, not getting much game time right now. Apparently could be going on loan to Watford for next season. He was linked to a return back to Southampton on loan, but apparently Watford could be his destination as he looks to revive his career. So guys, that covers all today's potential rumours, and apologies that Shevchenko here is there as a placeholder. So as always, if you smash 1,000 fireworks likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, class subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me your thoughts on today's rumours I shoot in the next episode. And finally, any previous videos that'll be on my channel, guys. 8 AM transfers, 9 PM is FIFA gameplay or FIFA related videos. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.